There will be 3 plays that haunt them for the rest of the season. No way around it. There's 3. Going for it on that 4th down and 1 was always the wrong call. I know you could say, oh, hindsight, what if they ran up the middle? There's 100 things you could say. But as I watched the game, I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, for the love of God, don't go for this. Take your points. When you're running on a backup quarterback, getting a 10-0 advantage is just so huge, and especially with the way the Broncos defense works. You are talking about one of the best pass rushers in football. This is a team that had 63 sacks in the regular season, which was significantly more than everybody else. You look at what this team can do in pass coverage, and you are providing your team an opportunity to be able to really tee off, force the Patriots to go simple and pass a ton, especially because they hadn't been running the ball well all game. You would have put yourself in such an amazing, advantageous position by just taking your 3. And instead, what do? They go for it with their backup quarterback, and they call a bootleg, which the Patriots' ends were more than ready for. They just completely crashed on the quarterback. No part of them were fooled by that bootleg call. They could have seen that coming a million miles away. And despite them having a backup quarterback, no quarterback could have made that play. That play was dead in the water from the start. And to have a play like that on 4th down is just killer. If they get stuffed on a sneak, if they get stuffed on some fullback dive, yeah, I can criticize them. But at least I can say, you know what, at least there was a shot. But we came out of that play, which is like, oh, well, that was clearly never going to work. So not only is it, you should have just taken your 3, because, you have a freaking backup quarterback, and you're in a game where you cannot really run the ball at all. So just putting extra pressure on him if you don't get it. But your defense is now in a worse situation. Just nothing about that call made sense. Second play. The Jarrett Stidham fumble was just bad. And I am a firm believer of the butterfly effect in football. I don't think he tries to make that stupid play if they're up 10-0. I really don't. And that Stidham fumble, my God, it was just classic, ups and downs of a backup quarterback. He had that amazing 52-yard bomb to Marvin Mims where it's like, oh my God, maybe the Broncos have some life. Maybe who needs Bo Nix after that second drive? And then you got pretty clearly reminded why they need Bo Nix. That was just, they trying to make a bad play worse. Jarrett Stidham going for a chest pass in that spot. It's brutal. It's brutal. And that turns into the only touchdown the Patriots score all game. And it counts for 7/10 of their points is by him doing that. That's just going to haunt him. It's just going to haunt him. Take the sack. Live another day. Understand the position you are in. So much of the playoffs this year has been just understanding the situation you're in. Go back to the divisional round. Josh Allen, you have the ball. Yes, you could try and make a lateral play. And there's about a 5% chance that works and you get into field goal range and you look like a genius. And there's a 50% chance that play is going to go terribly wrong, which it did, and it ends up being the difference in that game. Here, it's the same deal. There is a small chance that works. Who knows? Maybe you chest pass it. Maybe it doesn't. It's not a backwards pass, and you get rid of the ball, and you set up what will eventually be an easier punt. That's what you're going for. That is the reward in this scenario. There's no way you complete the pass. But by doing that, by hitting the chest pass, you're completely jeopardizing the game. You're putting the game at risk for just no reason. A game you have full and total control of. I want to say the Patriots had 40 yards. There was at one point in the game, they had 12 plays for 12 yards. You have full control. The easiest and the only way to lose control at that point is for a stupid-ass turnover where you do not understand the situation you are in, and that is exactly what happened. And then, of course, the missed field goal is the third play. 43-yard kick. Will Lutz didn't miss it. It got blocked. And, special teams. We're talking about situational awareness being huge in the playoffs. Special teams, as usual, as for every season. It's the thing that won the Chiefs 2 out of the 3, because you had the Kadarius Toney punt return, and then you had, the Ray McLeod nasty fumble off the back leg, whatever. I'm not even going to think about that. You go to the NFC Championship, you get a muffed punt. That was the difference in that game. And yeah, special teams comes in to be a killer for the Broncos here. 3 plays. Those 3 plays are realistically the difference. If Denver does not make any of those 3 plays, if they take the 3 points, they take the sack, and they hit the kick, they're probably winning this game by more than 10, and they're heading to Santa Clara. And that sucks. I mean, I guess you could say that that's the thing with every close game. Yeah, you could look at a few individual plays. But I think more so with Denver than any other game this postseason. You just look at those 3 plays and you're like, my God, that was the difference. If we just handled our business on those 3 plays.